first person to see your flaws, right? So like I was talking about earlier, I was talking about that scale from 0 to 10, right? It's so easy to judge people and say, even when you're recruiting people, you're building a team, it's so easy to actually say, oh, well, this person is terrible at this and this person is terrible at this, right? But what are you, right? What are you going to do? Like, that's what personal development does. So let's say, for example, your leader has a problem with training. Right? Let's say your leader has a problem with training. Okay, that's great. Maybe your leader does have a problem with training. Well, here's the opportunity. What personal development does is it puts you in an opportunity of, don't just judge your leader and just say, oh, they're terrible at training. They're terrible at training. They're terrible at training. Then you spread it to other people in the office. Oh my gosh, my leader's so terrible at training. Oh my gosh, my leader's so terrible at training. No, use that as an opportunity to actually, when there's those windows of opportunity where you can actually train, this is a team environment, right? Nothing is done by yourself. Your leader needs help, right? So whenever there's a window of opportunity for you to actually train someone, or maybe you can ask, hey, you ask your leader, hey, I'm actually a pretty good trainer at this. Can I actually do it like a trial period or something like that? So that's personal development. It's not always blaming everybody else, right? You point out, right? You point your fingers out. There's one pointing to you, and there's 3 fingers pointing back to you. That's personal development in a nutshell. That's what I mean when I talk about personal development. And at Newark office, you see a whole bunch of personal development stuff in the office. One of my favorite things that we have in the office is 2 things that I love about personal development. It's little subtle things that are in the Newark office. One is we have a sign of Mike Tyson's quote in our office, and it says that everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. Right? So that tells this person, right? That's a constant reminder. When I'm having my sector meetings and my team meetings, I always remind people on my team, like, all right, so we get our goals, right? Okay, so you're going to do 6 today, you're going to do 4 today, you're going to do 8 today, you're going to do 6 today, you're going to do 3 today. Okay, great. Now let's look at that sign real quick, right? We talked about our theme, but let's look at that. And then sometimes we all read it together. Sometimes I just read it out aloud. Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. So you guys have your plan, right? All right, so just know it may not work the way that you want it to work right now. So that's just a constant reminder. That's a thing of personal development. Then they also have this subtle one in the mirror, right? Where it has this cat. On our mirror, we have this big mirror. I call it the last look mirror, right? It's the mirror that when you walk in, it's your last look to see how you look and see how you look good. And it's the last mirror that you can see when you're leaving our office. But on the corner of the mirror, it says, it has a picture of a cat and it has a picture of a lion or a tiger. And what it's basically reflecting is, even if you look in that mirror and let's say you don't feel good today. Let's say you're in a relationship and your spouse and you just got into an argument and they say, you look terrible, I don't like you, you fat anyway, or whatever the case is. You can actually look in that mirror and that cat represents who you think you are, and the tiger or the lion actually represents who you can be, right? So those are 2 things of personal development. Besides the fact in our office, we're always talking about personal development books. We throw around names like Anthony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk. I could go on, right? We talk about other books, Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Outwitting the Devil. We always talking about great personal development. Another great book is Who Moved My Cheese, right? So it's all great books that we're constantly talking about amongst each other. Personal development. That's how it helps me. It helps me practice it every day.